Hey, how y'all doing, Rams fans? I'm Brandon. Welcome to my channel, all about the Rams, of course. Okay, let's get into this last game. Actually, I need to recap real quick. I didn't have a chance to go over the Rams and Seahawks game last week. Late game. I get up early, very early for work, like 3 a.m., so I don't have time to really do a recap. I did stay up, though. I sacrificed sleep for the Rams. Yes, of course, I will always do it for the Rams. About the only thing I will sacrifice that for, maybe my family, but mainly for the Rams. Y'all know how it is. But yes, great game, great win on the road. As I think me and a lot of people did kind of predict and we wanted, Robert Woods was heavily involved. I think he had 12 catches, 150 yards. He was targeted like 14 times. He had a great game. He was constantly open. They got him the ball. Actually, Stafford actually got it to everybody really good. He finally got going in the second half. That first half was ugly. I was like worried after the last game we played against the Cardinals. I mean, it wasn't really the offense that struggled against the Cardinals. It kind of was, turnovers, but defense was the problem last week. This week, the offense looked pretty bad first half. It seems like Stafford's been kind of off the last couple games. Second half of the Seahawks games, he kind of picked it up and got better, but it just seems like he's been off the last couple games. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a short little funk he's in. I hope so. I hope it just lasts a couple games. Hopefully it's not a thing that's going to keep happening. He's turned the ball over the last couple games. That's something we don't need. That's something we struggled with Goff. That's why we got rid of Goff because, offense was struggling the last couple years and then turnovers. I don't think we're going to have a problem with the offense struggling. The pass game seems to be very strong with Stafford, but I just hope he doesn't start turning the ball over a lot because that interception in the end zone was very ugly. But yeah, I just want to recap really quick since I didn't get to do it last week. Great win on the road. Like I said, getting Robert Woods involved was awesome. Cooper Kupp still got his. Van Jefferson was still involved. That bump to Deshaun Jackson was awesome. He kind of bailed him out because it was underthrown. That's another thing. Why does he keep underthrowing Deshaun Jackson? I mean, Stafford supposedly has one of the strongest arms in the NFL, but he's been underthrowing guys a lot. I don't know, something to keep our eyes on. Defense was better. Darius Williams did get hurt. I'm going to talk about that when I talk about the Giants game. But besides that, defense was okay, pretty good still. Said second half was better. At least they won. They hurt Russell Wilson. He's going to be out for like 1 to 2 months. They could be buried in this division. Who knows? We'll see what happens with Geno Smith. But Nick Scott did come up with the game-winning interception at the end of the game. That was great. But yeah, defense needs to step up. Stafford needs to stop turning the ball over. We're still 4-1, so we're still good. We're still in a great shape. But that was my recap of the Seahawks game. That was great. Let me know what you think of the Seahawks game. And before I get more into it, if you would please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. You want to keep up with me, following the Rams. I usually do like previews and reviews. Any big news happens, I'll try to do videos. But like I said, with my work schedule and getting up early, having to go to bed early, it's kind of hard. But I do the best I can. I do them when I can. But all right, let's get into the Giants preview. I know for a fact that Saquon Barkley is out. He might be out for a little while with the ankle injury. Daniel Jones is actually going to play this game. He's actually set to start. There was questions about him that maybe he wasn't going to play, but it looks like he is going to start. He's either on the depth chart as starting, and I didn't see him out with the injury report. But Mike Glennon is the backup. I did hear today that Mike Glennon was getting first team reps, but that's probably just in case Daniel Jones struggles and he can't play. They want to get Mike Glennon some more reps, but if Glennon comes in, I don't think there should be any issues. Should be able to do pretty good against him. But besides that, Barkley's out, like I said. Devontae Booker is the backup. Kenny Golladay is also out. He was a target of ours in the offseason, but I don't think we had the draft capital or anything to trade to get him. But he came from the Lions to the Giants, so he's out. We're catching the Giants good. I had a good time because, like I said, a lot of their guys are hurt. They're struggling. We do play them in New York. We played them last year. It was a tough game, so we can't take this team lightly. Anytime any of us think this is a give-me game or an easy game, we all have to say, remember the Jets, all right? They were like 0-11 last year. We were doing pretty good, and we lost to the freaking Jets. I mean, it was bad, awful. So besides that, Kadarius Toney is one of their very good receivers, but he's also questionable, but he's set to play. I've heard that. They also have Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram at tight end, so they're still a little bit dangerous, but It's all going to depend, I think, on Daniel Jones, how healthy he is, because he is a pretty good quarterback. He does turn the ball over a lot, but I guess we'll see what happens with that. On their defense, they have Dexter Lawrence, Austin Johnson, Leonard Williams. He's pretty good. Lorenzo Carter, Jay Crowder, yada yada. I mean, they're not that impressive. Jabril Peppers is pretty good. He's a safety. Logan Ryan, Adoree Jackson. He's a pretty good cornerback. They got him from the Titans. So this year the Giants did try to get better. They got some guys in free agency and all that. So they did try to get better, but just injuries, and they're just not a very good team overall. They might be in a couple years, but not right now. Besides that, I just wanted to see if anybody else was out. I don't think so. I mean, besides that, it's really nothing to worry about with the Giants, I don't think. But like I said, remember the Jets, so we should win. Like I said, should win pretty easily, but you know how that goes. Whenever you get too overconfident, you end up getting kicked in the butt, punched in the face, and you're like, I don't know where that came from, but then you're on the ground. So Daniel Jones, let's look at his stats real quick. 64% completion, 1,282 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. I actually thought it was more than that. So he's only thrown 1 interception, so that's not bad. He's been sacked 8 times. His rating's 95, so he's not terrible. He's not that bad. Let me see if he has any fumbles, because I think he's kind of prone to fumbles. Okay, he does have 2 fumbles, so yes, he has turned it over 3 times, so he is a little prone to fumbling. Barkley, well, he's not even playing. So Devontae Booker only has 64 yards so far this season and 1 touchdown, so he's going to get a chance. So let's make sure we bottle him up, make sure he doesn't have a big game, coming out here for Saquon Barkley. Like I said, guys, besides that, all right, so I've said this before. I'm not really worried, but then they come out and guy gets like 200 yards receiving or rushing, so can't take him lightly, definitely. That Kadarius Toney guy, he's having a pretty good season, 281 yards, no touchdowns, so that's really not that great, to be honest, because Cooper Kupp has like over 500 yards receiving, so meh, it's not that great. Sterling Shepard, 223 yards. Let me go with our sacks real quick. Defense, they only have 8 total sacks. Their leader is Austin Johnson, the defensive tackle, with 3. So I guess we got to beware of him. Azeez Ojulari is a linebacker. He has 3 sacks. Besides that, a couple people with like a half sack, 1.5 sacks. As I said, this should be not an easy game, but it should be a relaxed game for the Rams. Hopefully some of the backups will get in there. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, it is in New York. We'll see how it goes. But let me know how y'all think this game is going to go. I think the Rams should take care of them pretty easily, hopefully. Hopefully they can jump on them early. We're not struggling on offense. The defense will come step up. One bit of news is I was happy to see Dante Dion is actually going to get his first start. Actually, his first playing time in like a real NFL game. He's always been in preseason on the practice squad. That's one guy that I have been wanting to see play in the game. I love that guy's energy, his attitude. When we saw him on Hard Knocks last year, he was just like talking all the time. I know sometimes those kind of guys can get kind of annoying, but I just like his attitude, his good positive vibes and all that, and just his excitement. It's going to be good to see him get on the field. I hope he does great. I hope maybe he can take one of these guys' spots, maybe David Long's spot. Maybe Darius Williams will come back and he'll be a backup because Dion's taking his spot. Who knows? I hope he does great. We'll see if David Long can try to get back in the good graces. He hasn't been great this year. He's a guy that a lot of people had a lot of hopes for. So Darius Williams has been pretty bad this year so far. Jalen Ramsey's the only guy that's really stepped up, of course. He's awesome. So besides that, our cornerbacks need to step up. Robert Rochelle needs to step up. He had to come in last week. He did start. Got his first start, so that was cool for him. Get some experience because, like I said, the other guys are struggling, so they had to do something. Maybe Terrell Burgess can get in a little bit more. I think he's only had like a couple snaps this year so far, so maybe he can get in a little bit. Maybe play a little slot corner. Who knows? We'll see. So some guys need to step up in the secondary. The secondary needs to get better. Besides Ramsey and Fuller, that's about it. Taylor Rapp has been okay. You haven't really noticed him that much. I mean, freaking Troy Reader has 2 interceptions. He's our leader. That's pretty bad to be in 5 games and your top guy with interceptions is a linebacker with 2. It's not that great, guys. So secondary definitely needs to step up. That's kind of our weak point right now. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Aaron Donald will get some more sacks. You know, he does what he does. Everybody else needs to step up. Floyd and all these guys. So be looking forward to it. I will do a video tomorrow night about the game because I will have time to do it. Luckily, the game is at 12. So be looking forward to it. I'll be looking forward to talking to y'all in the next video and see you in the next one. Bye.